Hello, this is Ragu, and welcome to Victoria 3. So today, as you could possibly tell by the flag there, we're going to be playing a small nation. A very small nation, in fact. The one that's going to be slightly challenging, I would say. Okay, so I'm using the 1.2 beta patch. And game rules. So we've got autonomous investment pool. I don't like that. So I've saved a filter as construction. So I control it. All you do is you just click save, type in there, and it'll say saved down there. And then all you have to do is just drop it down on your next one and you can continue on. I don't like the new system. I much prefer the older system. Siam. Siam is who we are. So we've got a GDP of 1.63 million. Population is just under 4 million. Literacy of 11%, which is not very good at all. And standard of living, we're struggling. So we've got Dynamos arrival. We have 2 vassals. So we've got Champasak and we have Chiang Mai. Tributary, we have Luang Prabang. And we've got a truce until 1839 with Dynam. We've got a few little bonuses here. Provincial bonuses. So we've got Indo-Chinese forests, which is an extra 10% throughput for your logging industry, which is nice. And also the Mekong River, which gives you a 20% plus 20% infrastructure, which is nice because that runs across multiple provinces. So we've got something to play with. So let's jump in and make a start. Okay, so here we go. First thing we're going to do is we're going to... Before we jump into technologies, we really need to decide what we're going to do. Because we're such a small nation. I mean, it actually looks kind of big, but it's not when you actually start looking at the nitty-gritty of how the country's made up. What it's made up of, or in this case, what it's not made up of is more the correct terminology for it. So we need to decide where to go. So obviously, industrialization. I want to industrialize. And that's the main element I actually want to do on this playthrough, is just take a really broken state, really, and get it to an industrialized area. Well, industrialized nation, should I say. However, that doesn't necessarily mean there won't be any expansion. Okay, the fun part about this is we're smack in the middle of Southeast Asia, where all the European powers want to be. So that alone is going to be fun, but the fun doesn't stop there with Siam. We need to take a look at the country itself. But first, technology. So where are we going to start? I mean, we've got some basic production methods. That's not too bad. We can go on to, but these are all 4 years, so that's a waste of time for the time being. Anyway, that 4 years gives us a chance to build up a little bit. Society, colonization. Yes, why not? There has been a change in this patch. If you've not played this patch, you can't take Sulawesi and Papua New Guinea now, because the Dutch East Indies have an interest in there and it blocks you from doing it. So you can't do it. And I think you can still do this down here, I'm not too sure. So it just means everything really genuinely is the scramble for Africa now. So what, we may as well just immediately declare an interest. There's nothing to say that the colonial law is going to pass when we've researched it anyway. So we'll just have to take it as it comes, I'm afraid. So let's take a look at the country. See where we stand. Well, as you can see, we've got nothing here. So this is fun. Let me get this outliner up. Right, I want to see my interest groups. Expand the marginalised. I want to bolster the industrialists. I'm going to suppress the rural folk are a pain, but so are the monks. And the monks have got much bigger clout. I'll leave it for now. I'm going to bolster the armed forces as well. because obviously if you get this up here, you get a plus 15% offense and defense modifier, which is always nice in case you get into trouble. So we'll do that. And right, so buildings. We don't have anything really. We've got a few plantations here and there, but we don't even have a construction sector. Not even one. At least we now know where to start construction sector. So basically going to be banging most things into Bangkok. I should probably have worded that a bit different than banging it into Bangkok, but I digress. So yeah, the economy of scale throughput is the reason why, and the fact that we've got a population of 1.9 million, we've got 1.18, 200,000, and another 200,000, so 164,000, quarter of a million. So we don't have a massive amount of pops, and we can very quickly extinguish these numbers, you know, building in one area. So we have our two construction sector, so we may as well just start this off straight away because it's going to take forever. Right, so I'm not going to increase taxes. What's going on here? There's a lot of clicking. Right, France is improving our mutual. Really? Effective? Don't you start bankrolling me. I don't want that. Yeah, so I'm not going to increase the taxes. I am going to put some consumption taxes on though. Services, yeah, we'll do you. And not worth doing. Look, this is not enough. I'm not spending 100 authority on that. I'm not taxing grain. Okay, we'll leave it at that for now. We'll leave it at that. So it shouldn't take too long for that technology to finish. Budget, we'll have a look at market. Okay, now there's a filter there where you can hide your filters basically. So we're such a small nation, we've got so little, then I just leave them all on for now. And I always try and go for the most expensive, so the gold pounds. Try and get them out of the way first. As most of the rest of them are not too bad and shouldn't affect the standard of living too much. I mean, they're at 7.7. They're expected to be 5. So they are all above at the moment, but the standard of living is dropping. But so are the radicals. And we have an uptick in loyalists. So even though we've only just started, we're doing something right. But we're just waiting on construction sectors that are finished. Excellent. So I'm just going to start adding a couple more in until we get to some sort of equilibrium with the cash. Okay, I'm probably going to add another one in. Or maybe not. Okay, that'll do. That'll do for now. We're starting to hemorrhage some funds, but not in a serious way. I'll just go back up. Never mind. Never mind. Right, so let's take a look. So what we've got is porcelain. Alright, so we need some glass. And I know we haven't got any. So industry, we'll go with glassworks again. We'll do it in Bangkok. Gonna drop another 2 in there. Shouldn't take too long. Enact slavery ban. That's never gonna pass. Not with the clout of the landowners. That's never gonna pass. That'll probably take us to a revolution. Let's have a look. Ooh, what's going on here? Oh, East India Company, of course. Yes, I need to improve relations with you. Oh, you're going for Burma. Oh, there's the revolution, look. Critical, 326%. Yeah, we'll get rid of that then. Bloody landowners. They're a pain. Ah, colonisation though. So, I am going to do some military at the moment. Let's get mandatory service. Let's get line infantry, Napoleonic warfare, and army reserves. And that should set us up for, well, the medium term, to be honest. It's not like we're going to be, as Siam, we're not going to be smashing out, you know, shrapnel artillery anytime soon. Definitely not. So here comes one glassworks. it comes. So let's have a look. Oh, yeah, of course it's not going to do it, is it, until I change it from being a glassworks to a ceramics. Burma's declared us their rival. Alright, fine. I'll be your rival. I don't care. Right, you're getting wrecked anyway. Yep, see ya. Right, so wood. Yes, wood is definitely on the agenda. So may as well do that now. Resources. Right, I'm not packing this in Bangkok. I'm going to put 2 into this neighbouring province. What's it? Nakhon Ratchasima. Because it's got the Indo-Chinese forest modifier. So let's get that extra throughput for the logging camps. May as well put them in there. And let's go back to that. Let's go rural logging camp, and I'm gonna put it on hardwood production because you're gonna get softwood and hardwood at a lower rate, but you're gonna get both types of wood out of one place, which means I don't have to separate them across different provinces, meaning that can keep me economy of scale. So let's have a look at laws. Any laws we can pass? I don't know why I keep pausing it. Peasant levies, professional army. Yes, please. Let's go for that. Everyone likes a professional army. Insufficient taxation capacity. Yeah, I know. I'm going to leave it at that though because we're in positive bureaucracy. So once we start getting close to or hitting negative bureaucracy, then I'll start adding some administration because I don't want the government wages to explode, sort of thing. Rousing speech captivates the public. Excellent. Oh, something else we need to get rid of, which is going to be excessively difficult. Slavery. So we need to ban slavery. Trade policy, we need to get out of isolationism. Again, that's going to be a nightmare because dickhead landowners like it. So anything we can do to erode the landowners is going to be completely beneficial to us. Okay. So chairs and floors. Okay. So they're the next 2. I know we don't have any, so let's go with a textile mill. Again, we'll put you in Bangkok, and then we'll go for a furniture manufacturer. And you can also go in Bangkok. But yeah, with those... Oh! Colonial affairs. Yes, let's go for colonial affairs. Forgot about that. Oh, let's go and get some line inventory. There we go. So, yeah. Where were I? Laws. Yeah, laws is going to be a pain for quite a while at this moment in time. So, fair policy, we need to get out of isolationism. Colonialism. Christ, that went through quick. Traditionalism, I want to get out of there, get into interventionism, hopefully. Again, landowners, absolute muppets. So yeah, there's a lot that we need to do in here. It keeps coming up, giving me the option for slavery banned, but it just immediately leads to a revolution. So at this moment in time, it's not happening at any point. Establish a colony. There we go. Away you go. You start colonizing. And let's do... Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Buildings, 2 levels of ports, so you can get attached to our markets. Yep, that works. So is there anything else aggressive going on at the moment? No? All's quiet? Doesn't seem so. So, I mean, this is the only problem with taking such a small, broken nation, really, is it's just a lot of time to build it up. A lot of time. Of just constructing basic things where most other countries you've already got that figured out. Academia. That's nice. That is nice. Let's have a look. Without scandal. Oh, yep. Everyone needs to know about your depravity. Let's go with a university. Let's get that in there. Try and get some qualified people up for some of the more sophisticated places to build when we start to industrialise, which I'm not going to leave it that long, actually. I mean, I'm just trying to balance a few bits and bobs out now. As obviously this has come down, this will come down, this will come down, this will come down. Services, I could upgrade me urban centre. Line infantry, nice. Napoleonic warfare, let's go for that. So I think the next thing I'm going to be building is actually tools. Let's actually start thinking about industrialising sooner rather than later. Running into deficit spending now. 13,500 for construction goods. So we'll deficit spend for a little bit longer. I want this university done, so I'm going to up the tax rate just till this university gets done, and then I'll pop it back down. I don't want to keep the tax rate up. I don't want to start spoiling. Well, as you can see there, look, there you go. That's me increasing taxes. Die works accident. Yep, we are all going to die sooner or later. So this is nearly done. Then we're going to have to hold off on the construction a little bit. I'm not a massive fan of deficit spending. Although it does say I'll be positive 11,000 once this finishes constructing. And how deep are we in? Nearly 250,000. On 11,000 a week, that's not going to take long. But like I say, I don't want to keep taxes up. Definitely don't want to keep taxes up. What I think I'll do is, I'll start the tooling workshops, but I'll do it piecemeal for now. Keep within reasonable deficit spending, so we can get maybe 5 tool workshops done, and then I'll let the money go up because I'll have to start building some iron mines then, and they're expensive to build, so we'll have to be looking at fairly positive income to actually be able to get them online without going bankrupt. So everything's still peaceful? It seems so. Yeah, they're doing the old Indian thing. So 3 weeks. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Wow. Right, so that's done. Don't know what I'm using the lenses for. I don't like the lenses. Tooling workshops. Increase you. Okay, army reserves. There are, you know, tech spread's already doing it, but we may as well just get it out of the way for now. And then we can move on to other things, because it's like I can put 9 iron mines in there. And I can put 9 in there as well, so that's 18 iron mines immediately. But I think... See, we've got lead and we've got coal. That's going to come in handy. So let's have a look at the population down here. 250,000. So we should be okay. But if you look, nearly most of our provinces have got discoverable resources in them, which is good. Except this one, which is unfortunate. Luang Prabang, you're loyal. Which is unusual. In my last game, you just wanted nothing but rebellion after rebellion. Okay, so that's 2 of those. Let's go for a 3rd. What are you missing out on? Nah. Okay. Look at the price of the tools there. That's because we're not using any of them. Now the price of tools just went through the ceiling. Who's using tools? Currency standards. I mean, that could be okay because we can get minting. I might take this. I think I'll take that because obviously I'm planning to get out of isolationism somehow. The hook could be crook. You're still constructing? Yeah, you are. Who? textile mills? Maybe? No, you're not using tools. Maybe it's a furniture manufacturer. You're not using tools. Who's using tools? I'm confuzzled. Oh, livestock, you need to go to butchering tools. Now you're using tools, so that's okay. Harvesting tools, there you go. So, that should be a bit better for a tooling workshop. This should be a bit more profitable. Okay, wood's 14%. Too expensive. Oh, paused it again. May have to do something about that. Where are you on this list, wood? Oh, you're here. Yeah, 16%. Shot of 137 units. The jewel, no, just ban it. Just get it banned. No trade routes. Can't do anything with that until we get out of isolationism. Which is a shame. Anything we can... Could do a local police force. Let's try that. Why have I paused it again? Isolate state. Oh! Wait! Is it? I thought I'd built... Did I build any? Yeah, I built 2 ports. Oh, okay. It can't fully employ it. I'm not surprised. Look how much land's there. War goal added? Oh, they're knacking Burma again? Oh, man. Really? What, we had 10 battalions? Ooh. So what's going on here? Okay. They want to conquer it. Great. That's why I decided to increase relations with them. Hey, what have we got here? Okay, protect the zone. Not that one, because that's giving political strength to landowners. Sod that. Okay. We'll go with that. Okay, bureaucratic shortfall, so let's check in a government admin. How many? Okay, 3. Just get another 2 in there, and it's done. Backroom dealings. Okay, that's going to cost bureaucracy. But that's a negative 15% enactment success chance. Which isn't too bad because we're at 53%. But I'm going to take the bureaucracy hit and go for the 10%. Because I can always put in another good government administration building if needed. Wait, what's this? The Nakhon Ratchasima insurrection event in Bangkok. Slaves have risen up. Negotiate with the revolt leaders to defuse this. Ah, okay. So that kicks the landowners in nuts. Nice. Oh, well, that's easy. That's easy. I'll just take the radicalism. Go for it. Discord with the petite bourgeoisie. With their support, the bill shall pass. So, enactment success chance. Petite bourgeoisie gets member flight for 5 years, which is -5 interest group pop attraction. Interest group pop attraction, yeah. And they're almost marginalised now, so why would I care? And that one is beefing up the landowners. Sod that. Landowners, go away. Go away. You're stopping me from changing so many good laws. I want you out. Want you out. Get off my land. Right. I could switch these out to line infantry now and cannon artillery. Reason why I'm not going to mobile artillery is because we don't have any cannons. And each one division only takes half a cannon. How that's even possible, I don't know. But apparently it only takes half a cannon. Whatever. That's why the numbers are all over the place. Because each regiment, it should take 1 firearm and 1 artillery per regiment. And as we have 45. That's how much we need. 45 guns, 45 artillery. But with cannons, it's only half an artillery each, for whatever reason. Oh no, he's landowner. Reckless. Why do they have to put a bad one in on every one of them? Really? Because he'd be good. He's good. But that reckless. But aggressive manoeuvre chance. Ramming manoeuvre chance. Plus 20 manoeuvres per diplomatic plate. Suppose that's not the end of the world. Let's promote you. Yeah, 40 out of 45, that'll do. Doesn't need to be out special. Who was rivaling who there? Right, currency standards. Let's go with you. Oh, okay. I'm not liking this. Burma was a nice buffer state. I'm going to have to keep close eye on this. 239 battalions. And 334 conscripts. Meh. Oh, great. A negative 60% agriculture and plantation throughput. Mind you, that's only 400. Okay. So if I help them, I'm paying them £400 per week out of the government treasury. But I still get the negative 60% throughput for agriculture and plantations. So for 5 years I get +3 minimum wealth. For 400 a week. Pot wealth cannot drop below this level through normal means. Not entirely sure what that is. Do you know what? No, the money... I'm sorry, Pops, but I could use the money for better things. I'm bailing you a lot out. Right, so that's given us... That gives us our 5, right? So, resources. Iron mines! I'm going to put 5 in straight away. How much are we earning? Because that's not coming out of the investment pool. So I'm building that and still making profit. Oh, I increased the wage, the taxes, didn't I? Let's knock that down then. Let's get that down. That's why. Temporary taxation and increase. Okay, so we're still missing bureaucracy. So let's get another government admin. Another government admin. So unfortunately, with us being so small, this you can't really stack up that many construction sectors. I mean, I could go completely ham and just sit in the red all the time, but it's so easy to end up in a death loop. Oh, here we go. They're now being rebellious. Excellent. So, that's good news. Rebellious. So if I attack them, even though they're my own tributary, what the hell was that? Why did that just all explode? Devastation from what? I didn't get an event. Yeah, whatever. So if I attack them, then who knows? A great power like Britain might defend them and force me to open my market, which would mean annex Lamprabang very, very quickly, and then just capitulate to the British, let them open my markets, and then I can trade. Eh? No one's not necessarily going to work that way, but it'd be nice if it worked that way. I've had it happen before, not with Siam, but it does happen from time to time. The Russians tried to do it to me while I was playing Japan. They tried to open my market, and I didn't realise that's what the war goal was, so I ended up fighting them to a stalemate, and then they managed to push through it to about here, And then I looked and saw what the war goal was, and I was like, oh, why didn't you just capitulate immediately? Because they didn't want any land, they just wanted to open my bloody market. But I digress. So, line infantry. Cannon. I can change these over because I've got professional army, which is nice. Which is nice. Now we're taking a hit. Banking. Let's get that 10% minting, and then we can get another 10% minting. But that's 6 years away, so we'll worry about that a little later on. Okay. So, iron mines are almost done. And then the government admin. I'm going to queue a couple of other things up, and I'm going to pull this to a close. It's been half an hour now. I want to keep them fairly short. Who's this? Who's this? What's he been doing? The petite bourgeoisie. I'd rather get the industrialists up. I mean, anything going down that's not landowners isn't really good. I probably should have put that up, because that might push the landowners down a bit. Oh well, it is what it is. Right, we've switched over militarily. These are getting aggressive, so it gives me an excuse to at least ruffle stomp them. But that is going to put us into a shortage on artillery, which is there, and so 45 guns and 22 artillery, which is exactly what it is. I've got 45 divisions, so it's one divisions. Why do I call them divisions? Regiments or battalions. Battalions. There we go. I've got 45 battalions, so 45 guns. Half 45 is 22.5. So it does work out. So arms industries, that's saying 25 per level. So if I do 2, but it's not going to be that straightforward. I only put 1 in, it did. It's not going to be that straightforward because that one arms industry is, its productivity is going to be split between 2 items, guns and artillery. So it's going to take more than 2. So, but we'll do that and see what we're short of after that. Because if you look, it's making muskets. We're also going to be making cannons. What do we need on cannons? So, iron and guns, basically, to make the artillery. Anyway, that's that. This is where we're at now. It looks like we'll be having our first conflict sooner rather than later. I mean, they're damaging my relations to me anyway. So I could just basically say, make vassal. And then there'll be a 5 years peace. And then I can do a diplomatic play to annex them. So that's what we'll be doing. We'll be fighting them to make them a vassal. We'll have 5 years peace. And then we'll annex them as part of our homeland, shall we say. Depending on who's joining in for whatever reason. But with that, I'm going to pull this to a close. And thanks for joining me. I'll see you in part 2. See you on the morrow.